So the way we train all of our sea lions, and not even just sea lions, but every animal in our facility, is something called positive reinforcement using operant conditioning. You guys can all take a look. Do you guys see how Paula's touching his nose, that big looking Q-tip thing that's back there Paula has? That little thing is called a target pole. And Pablo here, the very first thing he gets trained is how to touch his nose to that little buoy on the end of that pole. What that allows us to do is it allows us to actually shape Pablo's body into different locations and to touch his back flippers to that target pole and do a handstand. We can ask him to roll over and show us his belly. We can ask him all sorts of different things using this very, very basic behavior. Now, not only do we do, see, he's going to show off, so you can touch his flipper to that one as well. Do a big wave. Give him a round of applause. That was very impressive. Now, we don't just use this to make really cool looking behaviors, however. All the behaviors are in tip-top shape. Right? Give him a big round of applause. Yes. Now, our sea lions are so well trained with all of their behaviors that they do. They do things like voluntary ultrasounds. If any of the moms out there have had an ultrasound before, our sea lions can do that. They can roll upside down and stay perfectly still for 20 whole minutes while we do a ultrasound voluntarily. We can also do things like voluntary draws, voluntary x-rays, and full body checks to make sure our sea lions are very, very healthy. She's trying to get me wet. All right, so now we do have some kind of fun behavior that we can do as well. Pablo here, you guys are going to see, he's actually trained to brush his teeth. Now, big question for you guys. What flavor do you think his toothpaste is?
Melon!
It's not penguin. Did you say penguin?
I said melon!
Oh, okay. I was like, it is not penguin flavored. No, it is fish flavored, absolutely. Go over and you can see he's back over with our trainer again. You guys give her a round of applause, that's pretty good. Yeah, absolutely, that was really good. And then he came on up. So you're gonna come over here with me. You'll stand right here, look deep into his eyes. He's very handsome. All right, up. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Shake it. He needs you guys to cheer for him. There you go. See, I told you. Excellent job. All right, give him a bigger applause. Oh, that's going to be wonderful. You can tell now that means every single day, he literally gets a massage from his trainers. We get him left down. We can give him a feel down. Also roll over so that we can feel all the way down his belly as well. So you guys can see Paula can give him a good massage back there while he's chilling. Now, we're also going to take a look at his eyes every day because sea lions, as they age, one of the first things that's going to start to go is going to be their vision. So every day we actually train our sea lions to really follow our finger just like you guys do with the eye doctor. They follow our finger with their eyes so we can make sure they can still see. Now, we don't just do that. We're also literally paid every single day. We get paid to smell our sea lion's breath. Guess what it smells like? Yes, exactly. It smells like fish. Now, that's actually a good thing, and that's what we're looking for. Because if at any point in time, Pablo here, we smell his breath, and it doesn't smell like fish, that could be a sign that something inside his tummy is not feeling quite right. So we're going to do all of these things with our sea lions every day to make sure that they're very healthy. The difference in size, right? Now, Quincy, as a female sea lion, she's naturally 2 to 3 times smaller than our male. Now, Pablo up there, he's a big dude. He's tipping the scales at almost 700 pounds. Quincy here, she's dainty. She's like 250 only. Now, Quincy, like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between boys and girls. So the biggest one is their size, as you can tell. The next one we wanted to talk about, Paula, was going to be how she sounds. So we talked a little bit about how Pablo roars. We're going to listen very closely, everybody. Open your ears. Let's see. Oh, that's since she goes into the water. She made a liar. There you go. Give her a big round of applause. Very cool. Now, the next difference between males and females, you guys can all take a look. Do you guys see Quincy's forehead? She's got a really smooth forehead. Male sea lions like Pablo, you might have noticed, he's got kind of a bump head. That's basically like him flexing his muscles at the gym all the time. The bump on their head is because they have lots of muscles throughout their jaw to make it very strong. So that little bump is a sign of a male sea lion. The bigger the bump, the more strong the sea lion, the more likely he is to have more lady friends. Now, the last difference between males and females are going to be their teeth. Males like Pablo have 2-inch long canines, top and bottom of those teeth. Do you guys think they use them to chew up their fish? No. They actually don't use their teeth for anything other than defense and making themselves look a little bit big bad for their territory. Quinty's got very tiny little dainty baby girl teeth. They are black in color, and that's supposed to be that way. When they're young, their teeth are bright white, but as they age, they get stained with all the fish oils. The next thing we wanted to talk about, we already kind of talked about predators, but I wanted to talk about ways that we can get away from those predators that we talked about earlier, the sharks, those killer whales. Now, the easiest way, like I said, is coming on land, but if you guys take a look, do you guys see how big Quinty's eyes are? They're gigantic in comparison to her head size, and that's because Quinty has absolutely fantastic vision, both above and underneath the water. In fact, have you guys ever seen like a cat have reflective eyes at night? Sea lions have the exact same thing, but they're also kind of fun for a game. Now, I want to show you guys how good her vision is. Okay, you're just silly back there. I want to show you guys how good her vision is, but in order to do that, I need help from another volunteer who wants to come down. You guys your hand up first, you want to come? All right, you're going to come all the way over here. Oh, good. All right, now she's going to get those drinks, and we're going to do a quick sheet. There's one. She knows what's up. She's a professional. She's got all three already. Give her a big round of applause, guys. Excellent job. You can take a seat again. Thank you very much. The thing we're going to show off for you guys is going to be some of the more high-energy behaviors that our sea lions can do, aka read impressive. So if you guys want to check this out, what we're going to need from you guys is we're going to need a lot of energy because this is the finale of our show. So what we're going to do is we're going to show off some of Quinty's most fantastic and amazing moves, which means that you guys all need to stomp your feet. I'm watching you. Yeah, clap your hands. All right, let's give it up for our amazing California sea lions. Never forget, they're equally as talented and very lovely trainer. Please give it up for All right, guys, just at the same time. Next, sea lions eat penguins. So not at the same time. You can stand just like this and get your photo taken with one of our sea lions or with the penguin that you met in the pre-show. If you guys are interested in that, just stay seated, hang around for a few minutes. Hannah's going to come out and give you guys a little bit more information about that. If not, now is the time to head your way out. But first, let's give these guys one more great big round of applause to send them to the back.